Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on My Life on a Hill. My name is Tracy. Please don't forget to subscribe. So this is my setup for my self-quarantine with my husband. I'll be doing his pedicure. This is before. And I normally do his feet maybe every 2 weeks, but not every time I do a soak. And so while we're being self-quarantined, I said, hey, let me do a video because I will be using here Light Elegance Spa Essential product, which I love, by the way. And this is the first process. You let the feet soak in it. And my husband is like a size 13, so he's like an exact fit in the foot soaker. So anyways, I decided, well, hey, I have my license anyways, but I figured, not everyone has a license, not everyone has the capability of doing manicures and pedicures at home. So, and for us women, don't forget your cuticle oil, you guys. If you don't have that, try coconut oil for the cuticles. So I figured, well, everyone's complaining that women can't go get their nails done, but what about men? They treat themselves too. So I decided, well, hey, let's spoil my husband. I gave him a foot soak, but just to warn you, you're not going to see a lot of grossness because his heels are not a process, and he's basically doesn't have flakes. His feet isn't, he doesn't have a sad feet, like always have an issue. And like I said, I'll be using Light Elegance. I won't be using any Epsom salt or any type of Castile soap or anything like that. And I told him, and be careful after a pedicure, be careful how you walk on the floor. You don't necessarily need to put on socks, but be careful how you walk on floors that are tile or a wooden floor, because your feet will be soft and oily. And not necessarily oily, but lotion. And like I said, Light Elegance product, I'm telling you, is one of the top notch. I love it. And but I do see Kara Sky, and that she has her own pedicure products, and I want to try that. But as of right now, I have this whole set, which I love. I got it from a they came by and they had a convention, and well, it wasn't a convention. They came and sold their products for a little better price. So with my husband's feet, he has a lot of ingrown nails, so I have to be able to treat that very well. And his toes, if you do it straight across, is when we have problems. So he prefers a curve and to clean up the inside. I will be using the cuticle nipper for majority of the work, only because regular nail clippers, his toenails are not long, so I don't want to cut too long. Cut it too short. So go ahead and add the liquid, which is warm water, and nothing too hot, not cold, just enough. And when you are doing the whole process, when you're patting or wiping the feet, just do it like real softly. Don't like agitate it. Tap it, from the top of the feet to the bottom of the feet, and add enough liquid in there that when his feet goes inside, it doesn't overflow. So this process took me about an hour, and like I said, it wasn't that bad because he doesn't have any ash on his feet, and nothing's peeling or nothing's flaking off other than just around the edge right there, the cuticles. And again, when you're taking the feet out of the foot out of water, just pat the feet lightly and make sure you get inside of every crease of the toes, because you don't want any moisture to stay inside and cause any type of infection. I will be doing a nice massage for him, nothing too long, nothing too extravagant, and rub and massage his feet also. Guys, we don't have to be professional to even do this. I was doing this for my husband before I even got my license, and maybe not to the extent of a nail bit like this, but you don't have to have one. 99-cent store, CVS, and Rite Aid, they have some basic little kit. and they have little files in there, buffers, nail nippers, that you could just go in and do all this yourself. And maybe you could say, well, I don't have anything to get into the cuticles. Well, once you push it back and you take the tip of the file and kind of just like rub it in there, that should be enough. And then don't forget, you need your alcohol to wipe it dry, and to wipe down everything when you're done. I say this was a 5-star pedicure at home. We are home. We can't go right now. Nail salons and are last to open up. So the best thing to do is have fun and, take care of each other. And this is one of the things that I do for my husband. And I enjoy it. I think I prefer pedicure more than doing manicures. And try not to walk around bare feet. I mean, we both come from Belize, where we can run on rocks. Now we can't, of course, where feet are like Americanized. But, we can. I used to be able to run on rocks, and it wouldn't hurt. But now, you guys, our feet are, like I said, spoiled. But you shouldn't be able to do those things. Take care of your feet. You want to know one of the reasons to take care of your feet? It's because when we get older, or not even older, because you have kids with diabetes today, but just say majority is the normal is when you're older. God forbid you have to develop diabetes. You don't want to already have crusty feet, because any cuts and issues that you have with your feet, that's like the first thing that affects diabetes. So from now, you want to be able to maintain your feet. Try to do it every 2 weeks. Like I said, I don't soak my husband's feet every 2 weeks, but I take care of it. And one other thing you can do is take that same the first process that I put inside of the water, put a little bit of that in a spray bottle, and you spray it on the feet. And you could do the same thing. So you don't even need to soak it. Just spray it on the feet, wrap it with a wet cloth towel, and let it sit each feet. Let it sit while you're taking care of the other foot. So these are some of the tricks. And when the time was up, the pedicure was done, my husband's like, "Ooh, this is nice." So he has a toe that he hates, and because when he was younger, he had shoes on that weren't his correct size, and he was out and about, and by the time he got home and took it off, he said the feet was pretty much gone. The toe, was pretty much gone. So he had to, I guess, a kid growing up in Belize, I don't know what was his recourse at the time. A dumbbell fell on my toe, and it didn't actually drop on a nail bed. It fell on the top part, like the skin. And eventually my toenail still got swollen and fell and hurt for a while, but the toenail fell off. I asked him how come his never did. Same with my oldest. His fingernail was, he fell, and when he went to push his hand up to get up, somebody ran and stepped on his finger, and took the whole nail bed off. So it was hard. I had to go and watch them actually sew it back on, just for it to be able to heal and grow out. And when it grew out, then it grew replaced that one, and they had to inject them, and it was so torture for my baby. So that's why I say, you guys, take care of your feet and take care of your nails. And like I've always been told, if you have to go into surgery, they don't want any polishes on, because that's, I guess, they can see your illnesses or issue occurring through your nail beds. So if it's applied to something that drastic, why wouldn't we take care of it on a regular basis? We don't have to have pretty shaped feet to say, well, I don't need to take care of it. Like my mom had pretty feet. I was always told I have pretty feet. Now that I'm older and using like gel and dip powder on my feet, I think I kind of damaged some of the nail bed, but I'm still working it to come back to the pretty look that it did, So I'm just going to be using a shaver to get rid of the hair on his toes. So you could pluck it, or you could wax it, or you could use little tweezers, scissors, but this is so much better and easier and quick and painless. So I figured, while we're out and about and, we have to stay at home, and we might say, well, my hair is gray, my nails growing out, go back to basic resources. Rite Aid has a spray for gray, and don't forget to put a little massage in it. That adds a little, a little pizzazz into the product. So that's the like the mask type that you just rub it on and let it soak for a little bit. And again, you could still use all this on a dry, but just don't put on too much. Like I say, if you don't have the foot soaker to wash it and add water, get the spray bottle and get some towels and just, or get a bowl, a container. I mean, hey, we don't have to be fancy about this. Honestly, if I had a bigger bowl for him to put his foot in, I would rather that than this, because his foot is like a size 13, and that's probably a size 13 container that his foot was exact. So from him to take it out, it's kind of like, hey, don't rough it up, the water's going to ooze out and spill behind you. So I'm just kind of doing a massage while the other foot is sitting there for a little bit with the little mask on. Massage it, rub it and everything, and then I'll be attacking this foot now and pushing back the cuticles. And if you don't have, you don't have to have anything special for this. So you can't say, well, I don't do nails for a living. So this is the toe that he has that, he hates it. But once you, like I said, maintain these things, and there's ways to feel good. So you might say, I don't have none of these devices at home. You don't need anything special. Oh, I don't know how to paint perfect. My husband doesn't know how to paint my toenail. Do you know what a sexy thing is for a man to paint your toes? I mean, you might take it off 5 minutes later because it's probably all over your nail, your skin, but it's okay. It's the fun. Go back. This time is teaching us to go back to natural things. Growing in Belize, there's a lot of things we had to do without. And now that we are here in America, or not even here in America, but we have access to more things now. But even in Belize, a lot of people are still spoiled. They're getting a lifestyle today where they feel they don't have to do things because, like you think growing up in Belize today, kids have a big yard. They can run about. Well, they're locked up in our houses just like my kids are locked up in my house, and we have a big yard. So it's a lot of things that we would think change because we're here in America, but it's changing in our countries too. So, but anyways, I'm just cleaning up. Like I said, his ingrown, he doesn't, he walks a lot all day long. So I have to make sure those are taken care of and out of the way. So comment below, like and love my, and comment below, what are you doing for your significant other while you're being quarantined, while you can't go about something, that you never did for each other before this happened. That right there is he's like, Mom, foot. He come by his foot swollen, his toe swollen almost. Yeah. So comment something below that you feel has changed because you're quarantined and you changed it because you can't go out and get it any different. And also put a comment below that you wish would have, that could change. Like for example, you see me doing my husband's feet. Maybe your husband's watching this video thinking, man, I wish my wife would do my feet. Well, something like that, something you've never done. You didn't do his feet before because he went to get it done. Do his feet now. Vice versa. He's never massaged your back before because you go get a massage. Have him massage your back. Like for me, I also put coconut oil on my face, and I rub it upwards, and I do a lot of facial massage. And I asked my husband, well, I haven't asked him, but that's one thing I want him to do. I just want to lay there and have him just like he's looking over me, just rubbing my face up, just going against gravity, So comment what you would like for your significant other to do for you because you cannot go get it done now. I want to see what you guys would say. That's going to be very exciting to see. Like I said, I've done this before for my husband, but a lot of times I don't soak it. I want to ask him if I could put nail polish on it. Well, I have, and he told me no. Actually, he wouldn't even allow me to put this on YouTube before he gave me permission today. So, can you not let it go busted? Can you guys let it go viral? Imagine my husband tore his viral, he would pass out. He'd be like, the whole world see my feet. Well, hey, I mean, they see my feet, I put my feet up there. So why not yours? So anyways, I think for a guy, it was so funny because we were watching that show with the guy from Blackish. I'm so horrible with names, guys, so please forgive me. The guy from Blackish and his mom, they play that game show where you try to guess if who does that job. And so they were trying to figure out who was Oprah Winfrey's nail tech, right? And I missed part of it. I missed majority of it, but I think all I got was that the person, she charged $300 to do, I think, her pedicure. And so Deion Sanders were on there, and he jumped up and he put his feet and on the table, and he's like, something about his feet. Oh my God, that boy's feet was jacked up. It was twisted up. It looked like they were fighting underneath a comforter set. But if you walk in and you see a bunch of kids fighting under your comfort set, or you see things moving around, well, that was like his toes all over the place. And the girl was like, well, the girl that's really the nail tech, she was like, but she was trying to pretend it's not, that she doesn't do nails, so that's why she was like grossed out by it. So they wouldn't pick her. So, but I picked her because I think I've seen her before. Yeah, I have seen her before doing Oprah's nail on some type of social media thing that went about. And so, but it was so funny because, I was asking my son today, I said, so do you think it's fair that because, okay, I do a nail for you and I charge you just say $50, and because Oprah come over here and Oprah has money, I charge her $300. Do you think that's fair? And, I believe maybe not. I mean, have a set price for everything. Like, I don't like when I ask people to come repair things at my home. The first thing they look at is that, your home, your vehicle you drive, your this, your that, and your wedding ring, and then before you know it, the price went from $50 to $250. I don't like it, so I don't believe they do it to other people as well. Now, if you have to travel to the person's location, I can understand that the price is based on that. But anyways, what do you think about that? I'm not sure. I just, have a set price for everybody, and don't judge me just because. No, it's Oprah's want to tip you. Like if you charge $50 and you charge another $100 for traveling, and then Oprah want to tip you the difference, that's her, then that's a different story. So yeah, but anyways, guys, I hope you're being safe, and I hope that I pray that this is over soon, because I was never one to go get my nails, or I think I got my nails done, let's say I'll be 48 July, so just say 5 times, and I'm exaggerating, for my wedding, and just say, I know definitely one time when some girls and I went together, just say 2 times, so that's 3 times, and maybe 2 I don't remember. And don't get me wrong, I love it, but I don't know, I don't know why I've never done that. I've never treated myself. So maybe my husband could do my pedicure in the next video. You think he will, you guys? If you think he's gonna do my pedicure, comment below, and then I'm gonna show him, and I'm gonna guilt him into doing it, because I have my whole setup ready for me right now for me to do my own pedicure and put it up here. So let's see if he will. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see what he says. Do you think that your spouse will do your pedicure for you? Not manicure. Manicure is a different thing. Not everybody wants to see feet. Not everybody want to touch your feet. So anyways, I wanted to use this on his feet, but he kept, and like I said, he doesn't have calluses or anything like that, so it wasn't even an issue. I just tried just to make sure, and he was moving all over the place, ticklish and squirming. I had to stop. So I didn't end up doing on the other foot, but I didn't even get anything off this foot, so it was just a waste of time. I'm telling you, when I met my husband, his hands were so soft, his feet were soft. I'm like, do you work? Do you do hard labor? But my husband do hard work now, and it's still the same, maybe one little callus in the middle of his hand. So like I was showing you right here, make sure you clean in between the creases. So you combine these two, the lotion and the oil together, and then that's where you kind of do the massage, and make sure after you're done with this that you don't slip and fall, because it is kind of smooth, extra smooth, and extra oily, and especially when you go bathe later on, that you don't drop in a tub. So that's my setup. I do use my tripod right there, which I will be linking below. If you order it, you could do it for anything. The tripod, you could use it for doing like any type of social media. If you do cakes, like right now I was told like a lot of people are using it for school, for when they're doing what do you call it, Zoom, that they have the tripod so that they use their phone and do the Zoom, and so they don't have to hold it. But when my son does Zoom, he hides his face. He said, Mom, you don't have to show your face. So I'm like, okay, well, this is what I use. I love it. It works. And then my little portable light just hooks up into a like a USB. So anyways, so there's a trick to this one. So since I already put all the oils and the lotion on his foot, the nail bed will be oily. You can't put any type of top coat on there. After a while, it will peel off within an hour. So make sure you go back in with the alcohol and a little pad and wipe off the nail bed. Okay? And that's basically dehydrating it from all the oils and the process you do before you do a manicure anyways. But if you want, you could put on your top coat now and then go back in and do the massage and the different things. And that's the top coat I use, again, from Rite Aid. Nothing fancy. Actually, I love it. Sally's. I love it. It's a real good product. It dries pretty fast. And so yeah, so basically, and then afterwards use a cuticle oil. If you don't have cuticle oil, use coconut oil. And if you have any kind of essence, like I have peppermint and some other kind, I have spearmint, I think. You can just put a little drop in there and create your own and use it. But I wouldn't put that on your face, because the essence that I have, I put a dab on it on my hand to help relax me at night so I could sleep. I am going through like early stage of menopause. I'm not in it yet, and I'm having a hard time sleeping. And if you guys know me, that's one thing I don't have a hard time doing is sleep, because I love to sleep, but it's been affected. And so I touch a little bit, I put a little bit on my hand, and it helps me sleep like a baby. I think that was the peppermint version of it. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you could keep getting more videos and support me. And also, like I said, this is one thing that I'm doing while I'm at home, trying to put up more content to entertain, I guess, everyone, and just support me that way. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with other people, and comment below, like, love, thumbs up. But please don't put anything negative. I don't really see the point of being negative, because you wouldn't like me to say something rude to you, so it doesn't mean because I'm on YouTube you get to say something rude to me. Like, I believe like people say, I don't believe like when people say, oh well, she or he's an actor, they should be able to tolerate it. I don't care who you are. Why be mean to anyone? So you're a human being, so I could cuss you out? So don't do it. And not because somebody's mean to you, you're taking on somebody else. Like a long time ago, I went to the grocery store, and there was a person being ahead of me that was kind of rude to the cashier. And I was like, man, this sucks. And it wasn't like really, really bad, but it's just enough to twerk her attitude a little bit. But when it was my turn, she was rude to me, like a little rude to me. And I said, look, Trick, look, I wasn't rude to you. Treat me accordingly. As a matter of fact, I would have made your day, because I would have said something nice just to make her day, just based on the idiot that was right in front. So that's a little treatment that I use on my husband's toe to help with it makes it really nice and soft and smooth. And he likes it filed down. I hand file it because the e-file will be too rough and it's sensitive, a little bit sensitive. So I e-file that and put on the ridge treatment, and he likes that. It helps it really, the ridge really fills it, because if you might not see it by the naked eye, but when you by the video, by the naked eye, you can see the ridges. So anyways, I'll be using the top coat, nothing special. Again, if you don't have this, just rub some coconut oil, a little bit of scented something in there, or just no scent at all. So this is after. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me by watching, and thanks for commenting and liking and sharing and whatever you're gonna do in advance. Thank you for it. And again, tell me, don't forget to comment below what you would want your spouse or your significant other to do for you, what that you guys, you know, don't normally do for each other. But these are the times to work in a relationship and things like that. So again, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting a little link, so you don't have to go all get out of here and go back down and try to subscribe. You could just click the little picture of me, which will be coming up pretty soon, and you can just subscribe over there. And also, I have another video coming up. You could click that link too and go see something similar. And so anyways, what do you think? I mean, he loves it, so I guess that's all that matters. And my camera is still, gosh, it's such a clear image. Like, my husband's feet is so clear, like so cheesy, like so white, you know. Anyways, thank you and take care. Bye bye.